Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back into the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup. On the left-hand side, we got gillyShark. We are looking at Rise Robin on the Mei, Stark playing the Malfurion, Chesslooter, playing the Rexar, Misha on the Misha, Schumann on the Kael'thas, and EKB on the Maiev. Over on the right-hand side, we got Gen.M Esports. We got Yonners on this Jaina, Tax on the Garrosh, Majesty playing the Hogger, Patience on the Decker Kane, and Infafox playing the Greymane. Let's go ahead and check out those level 1s and see what happens here. Rise Robin immediately getting tossed away, but is able to get the icing to disengage. Looking at level 1s, we get the Sapphire from this Decker Kane, so slows are going to be a big factor here, and that's actually already going to be applied, but what is also applied is enough damage into Greymane, and his health bar will drop to 0. First kill over to the side of gillyShark as we have EKB immediately rotating into top lane. This is going to be the Pursuit of Vengeance at level 1 for EKB, so my expectation is going to be the sudden vengeance value as well. That burst ability for, I believe, 6%, maybe 8% of the enemy's total health pool into Majesty as well as Tax will be really strong as well. Is it Tax 1K or is it something else? Is the one supposed to be an I? gillyShark lost coin flip. Gen.M chose first pick, by the way. Thank you very much. So this is going to be map choice of gillyShark. We've got some chickens, so fresh eggs and some sausage sounds good. That sounds delicious. We're all going to KPB's for breakfast. KPB's breakfast. Fresh eggs and sausage. Make sure you have enough for everyone. Yeah, we're all going to KPB's. On the way. That actually sounds really, really good. I only had oatmeal today because I was like, I'll have lunch after stream, and I'll make some soup because I'm gonna have pizza for dinner. Oh my god, I'm so excited for pizza for dinner. I'm so excited. Don't worry, chat. I'll share some with you. Don't worry, chat. If you'd like some pizza, you can have some too. Level 4 is here for the gillyShark first. No convection. Coward. Absolute coward. You could be monostarved the entire game, Schumann, if you really wanted. Why not? Rise Robin in a very interesting situation here does go down. Didn't have the cryo freeze available for 30 more seconds, unfortunately. I know that showed Rexar, but it's the death model thing. I had roasted chicken pizza for lunch. Ooh, that sounds good. Was it just basically standard pizza with just the roasted chicken on top? Or did you change up like the sauce or anything? Sorry, we gotta halt all casting to talk about pizza. The easiest way to derail me. Bring up, I mean, I already brought it up, so it's my fault. First objective phase is up and available, and we will see, it's going to be up and available in 19 seconds, and we'll see what the contest looks like over this. We have 7 Talonteers coming in, but not just yet, so let's go ahead and check out the APM for this engagement right now, because we all know that APM is 100% correct and accurate in this game. Just a standard pizza with it on top. That sounds really good still. I think we're going to do half pepperoni, half cheese. Like for me at least, I like being able to like have a slice of cheese and a slice of pepperoni. Like I like to be able to jump between the two. Anyways, let's talk about what the engagement looks like on this objective phase. As gillyShark are going to be forced off the point with about 17% in their favor. Maiev clearing out the top lane, looking for 7 talent tier. Rexar Misha matching into Majesty in bottom as Misha is going to miss the charge. Does apply some damage to Majesty, but there's enough potions, enough floor juice on the ground from Patience. And this is Malfurion Stark scouting out Tax in the bush. Good read, checking where Garrosh could be, as we have those 7 talent tiers up and no real big explosive fights. So let's go back to our talents and see what's going to be happening here. It is going to be that sudden vengeance as well as Bonds of Corruption. Very, very much playing into the Spirit of Vengeance with the Umbral Bind value as well. So throw the Spirit forward, get the explosive value once you trigger the teleport from the Spirit of Vengeance, get the Umbral Bind, pull the enemy back. Really, really good value. Actually, you could potentially get another Spirit of Vengeance out as well for the cooldown reduction on that Umbral Bind. But Stark has to get some healing out as he's getting chunked a bit by Yonners on this Jaina. Avoids the Lance, big Cone of Cold. This is Rise Robin getting very, very low on their HP, as we also have the fortification camps out. May is going to be going down. The Garrosh should fall here, but the potions are really good. Amazing bounce through from Majesty. Forces back the enemy side. Infofox trying to get the last little bit of damage into Chest Leader. Won't be able to do so. In Worgen form, he doesn't throw out the Gilnean Cocktail. Does he go for it here? No, okay. I thought he might have the splash on the far side of the gate, but doesn't. And this is looking like the objective phase. First one of the game going over to the side of Gen.M Esports. Palm on face, distraught at my hero choice. I saw 0 APM. Or maybe his APM's so high it can't be registered in the game. He's on another level. Maybe it's that? Maybe it's that? I don't know. I'd actually like to go back and watch one of my games when I play on Tuesday with my friends to see like how much I'm mashing buttons and what it is. What it actually like looks like on the APM side. Because when I play Muradin, I like if we're winning, like I am very much just repeatedly pressing a lot of the same buttons. Hey Joshua Scott, what's up, bud? Did someone say 0 APM? Remember the good old days of like, what was it, like the 42 APM Lucio? I still to this day say it's no flame. I find it amazing. Like I find it literally amazing that it was like a 40 something APM average APM. That means on like, I don't know, it's just that's just crazy to me. That's just crazy to me. 12 to APM Tychus game. There was that as well. Yes. There was the 12 APM and you won though. That is true. Oh god. I hope we're all doing well today. Oh man. There's so many. There's like oh no, it was an 80 APM Lucio. That's what it was. And because it was like Infernal Shrines and I was like, how is it so low? It's Lucio. Like usually you're clicking and you're mashing, but either way. As long as you win, you don't have to look at the AP. That is true. That is true. That is true. That's true. I don't know. It's one of those stats that just feel. It doesn't provide any information, but it's just fun to look at. Pyroblast onto the Greymane, 150 something HP as Infofox is trying to decide whether or not they auto, whether or not they step in. Icewall comes out from the May. That's a stay a while and listen. That's going to proc immediately after this ends. But no, Misha comes in. There was the icing from May. There's so much damage into the side of Gen.M Esports. They're going to lose 2. Great engagement from the side of gillyShark. Top lane, though, does need to be cleared out. Holding down right-click doesn't count towards APM. As we have learned, yes. Someone once said that if you play Lucio and you wall ride while holding down, like if you play Lucio and you just hold down right-click and wall ride, like your APM goes through the roof. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But then again, when you open up the code for this game, your PC just starts vomiting out spaghetti from your CD drive, from your USB port. So it's just loose spaghetti everywhere. Schumann's gonna get caught in the rotation right now as we are watching Garrosh just sit in the bush. Very, very good tanking play from Garrosh right there. It's something that we talked about actually during the CCL free agent tournament. Justin actually brought this up quite a bit, and it's a very good tactic to consider and to talk about, is basically hiding as a main tank. You don't really wave clear too well. You don't clear camps too well. Like, maybe some tanks do a little bit better than others. Garrosh, not really the case. So Garrosh sitting in this bush just waiting for a rotation, that is big. And also there's that threat, as I mentioned. If Garrosh isn't showing on minimap, there's that conversation that I'm assuming gillyShark is having where it's like, okay, Garrosh missing. Be careful in the rotations. And then Schumann was like, I got Arcane Barrier, but I don't. I actually thought he had Arcane Barrier, so I was gonna be like, oh yeah, Shun was probably like, I got Arcane Barrier, I'm fine. But no, just getting caught in the rotation like that. And once again, here is an attempt onto Rise. Big Warlord's challenge. Jaina dumping the damage. There's gonna be the Winter Elemental coming out as well. Sustained damage. Pyroblast coming out as well. Majesty jumps over the wall with the Hortipult. May does go down to the Water Elemental, consistently dealing out damage. No one really clearing this out, and I think A lot of people don't realize how much sustained damage that water, winter, the elemental can provide. Uh-oh, someone DC'd. Luckily, since it's a replay, we don't have to deal with any of that. It just instantly comes back. You know what I kind of wish is that based on the skin, it actually changed. I know this is something we'll never get, but like I wish it actually changed the tooltip name. So like, you know, if it summoned the giant snowman, it'd be a winter and elemental. Anyways, I just know. Infofox gonna grab the camp on the bottom lane. Oh, Garish is the DC player. I have the chat thing off, so it doesn't. I can't even see it. So, hey EKB, what's up, bud? Loose Fritos. Wait, why are we talking about loose Fritos? No, don't send me loose Fritos, please. That was a nice bounce off the corner right there. All right, Yonner's gonna get the camp on the right-hand side. 17 stacks on the Rexar for the Hunter-Gatherer at level 1. 14 stacks on the Journeyman's Cooking from this Hogger. Groundbreaker, excuse me, Warbreaker. God, I always mix those two up. Gonna be 8 stacks out of the 15. Jaina did finish the Mana Addict, or Fingers of Frost. Mana Addict done by the Kael'thas, so he's got the Arcane Barrier. 10,000. Ooh, a little bit of a lag there on my end. 10,000 out of the 15,000 for the Frostbite on the Jaina. And those are all really the kind of the questing talents. gillyShark doesn't have 16 talents here, so they're going to have to give this objective phase over for now to the side of Gen.M Esports. Can Gen.M Esports take another Triglav Protector? The first one was already won out by the side of Gen.M, and they opened up bottom lane a little further, getting a little damage into mid as well. Top lane opened up during all of the initial siege had from the camps that were being forced up here during just the prolonged clear through bottom. 16s have arrived for gillyShark. Is that the go button for this team? Well, it might be for the defense, but not for an engagement around the actual objective, because this objective won by the side of Gen.M Esports. EKB comes in. Maev with the Warden's Cage. There's going to be an Ice Wall. A little anti-synergistic, as Hogger is going to be able to clear out some of that Warden's Cage with the Hog Wild. I mean, Warden's Cage was still up, but you could min-max some of the values. There's a little bit of a lag right there. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Dear Lord. Stay a while and listen will come out into the enemy team's phase. There's going to be a Vault of the Warden from EKB. Laser out from the Triglav Protector, and the Triglav Protector actually gets a kill. Typically, this giant robot doesn't do much but, well, siege, but we're actually going to see a kill being yielded. Toss in onto Infofox from Garrosh to be able to try and chase onto Misha, but the Jaina in the Triglav Protector able to snipe that kill. A fort to go down. This is first fort of the game to fall, and it will be in favor of Gen.M Esports. Robot, oh please nerf. No, the robot. Like that. The reason I'm pointing this out, and I'm surprised, is because typically when teams fight with the Triglav Protector, they don't get a kill like that. Oh, Misha trying to set up a kill into Yonners, but Misha's gonna get dove, exploded, and killed. Poor bear. Gen.M Esports looking for the camp invade to continue to apply pressure through the top lane, and will be able to... Oh, no, they're not going to do so. They're just going to back away. All right. Oh, no, they got it so quickly. I didn't even realize. Sorry. I saw the Kael'thas Flame Strikes, and I thought he was just poking at the enemy team, and they backed away or something like that. And I also just realized there's no Ignite from level 16, so there's no major threat from that Flame Strike to apply the Living Bomb. I like this double. I like the Fury of the Sunwell, but I don't know. Me personally, I love Ignite just for. Oh wait, Boar's Unleashed, but I think they're gonna run out of range here. Yeah, they're gonna run out of range. Lag is henceforth referred to as stay a while and listen. Yes, big bounces from Hogger back and forth. Warden's Cage is out from EKB. Stay a while and listen onto EKB. Pyroblast. Connecting onto the Hogger. May so very low, gets bursted down by the Jaina. Hogger needs to get out, gets the Hortapult to disengage. Misha Bear trying to find the last little bit of damage, but will not be able to do so. Infofox has some sustained damage, trying to keep that Inner Beast active onto the Misha. Is able to do so. Dark Flight in. Misha gets the counter CC. Infofox trying to back away, but also not spread that bomb to the friendly members. Flame Strike, Fury of the Sunwell forces Infofox to back away, but still, Inner Beast was active for quite a bit of time there, and this map is looking very pushed in on the gillyShark side. May dead for 20 seconds, no counter kill achieved, and this is looking better and better for Gen.M Esports in map number 1 in our Nexus Division best of 3 matchup. Rexar and Misha are going to be able to continually... So I like what Misha's being utilized here for. Rexar does fine clearing the wave on his own. So Misha's actually being utilized as kind of a ward, a sentry, to be able to scout out if anyone was making the rotation down. Infofox so very low. Misha was running up to try and get the last little auto, but won't be had. And Misha will be left in the bush. Chest looter. Camp is up in a minute here. So I think Chest looter's just waiting for... a rotation in, so that way he can get the stun. Warlord's challenge used, but it's mitigated by the Vault of the Warden. Boar's unleashed by Chest Looter as well. Big Flame Strike value into this Garrosh. He's so very low. Tranquility utilized by Stark. We did have Yonners getting caught by the Ice Wall. Pops the Frostbite or the Ice Block, made to be traded for Gen.M. Malfurion does go down. Healing Totem on the ground. Biotic Emitter helping out the side of Gen.M Esports. Flame Strike will be able to find some poke into the enemy side. Speaking of poke, Gravity Lapse, and a little bit of a couple autos into Majesty. Little Hog Wild off the fort right there. Greymane, Inner Beast active, trying to take down the mid lane fort as our control point C is up and active. Will this be a third objective over to the side of Gen.M Esports? The trade was Jaina and Malfurion, excuse me, Jaina for a Malfurion and a Mei, so it's a double for a single. You also got the 20 talent here with the no control. We do have the pummel value as well for that spell power reduction. So Kael'thas mitigated in that. Maiev as well. Malfurion, keep in mind, spell power relates to healing as well. So that would be reduction in the Malfurion output in his healing. I think that's a concept that I don't think is talked about enough, or at least maybe brought up. I think when we look at spell power reduction or amplification, we always talk about it in the sense of the mage, Jaina, Kael'thas, Kel'Thuzad, Gul'dan. We always look at it as like who does spell damage. But you got to keep in mind that spell power is also going to be some healing. Is a stealth anti-heal. Yes, it's a stealth anti-heal. And it's one of those concepts that, as I said, it's not talked about a lot. Like, I think, like, I like to bring it up a lot because, like, when they added in, and, you know, Decker Kane's had it with Field Study, but, you know, not a lot of people go Field Study at level 1. Sapphire or, they go into the Scroll of Sealing. No, Scroll of Identify. Scroll of Identify. Either way, Anduin's level 4 Piercing Light. When that change came through, I think that's a really, really good way to just also constantly talk about that spell power. You can get 10 stacks, which will increase your spell power up to 10%. And you get those stacks as you're questing through it. So if you've got 2 stacks, you've got 2% spell power. That amplification is really, really strong, and I think it's undervalued. Though the big thing is, you actually have to get some Piercing Light value for it to actually have value. Infofox, Pyroblast, the poor Worgen can't do anything, as he is going to go down, and this Misha will be traded out. Trigger Protector only has the, only has the Hogger inside, as we did have Mei going down. She did pop the Ice Wall, buying a little bit of time, but what value or what defense can gillyShark gain from this with just the trade into Mei and Greymane? Jaina jumping back into the Trigger Protector with the Hogger. EKB just looking to poke onto this large robot. Stark setting up, or maybe looking for a route? No, just going to be poking on with some of those Moonfires. Can we actually see who... Oh, I wish it kind of showed. I wish it showed who, if you click on the model for Malfurion, it showed who has the, Nature's Growth on them. Regrowth. I guess it's just Regrowth. Right? No, I need to double check. Yeah, it's just Regrowth. Wolf for bear seems fair.
So that is the extent of the protector's power.
I think it's wolf for scientist is I think actually the trade in that. But yeah, anyway, sorry, it's just one of those things. Like I think we always look at spell power in the mage sense, but we never talk about it on the side of the healers, which I always think is just an interesting concept. Regardless, 5 to 10 in kills. Things are looking better and better for Gen.M Esports as they have the map slowly pushed in their favor. Boar's unleashed by the Rexar. He's got that kill command level 20, so it does have the root as well. Biotic Emitter to be stolen away, or at least they're trying to steal it away. Warlord's Challenge comes through. Stay well unless it's going to be there. It's a kill into Mei and Rexar. Into Misha once again. Hogger with the bounce through the enemy side. Is there a no control? Feign death to buy a little bit of time. Majesty and friends, they're just waiting for Chess Looter to jump back up from his nap, and that'll be a double kill for the side of Gen.M Esports. 5-12 in kills, and this map continues to be pressed into the gillyShark side. You got Flamethrower for the Kael'thas, Shadow Orb Vengeance for the Maiev. Does she use the teleport on the Spirit of Vengeance? No. Malfurion with a little bit of Moonfire into the enemy's side, and Fox and crew are looking to push onto this top lane keep. Spirit of Vengeance forward. Staggering blow from Majesty, I think might have stalled things out on EKB's side. So top lane keep has gone down. Next objective phase will be control point A, the second one of the game, or the second control point A of the game, fourth one overall. And all three so far have been won by Gen.M Esports. gillyShark need to make something happen here. Though Mei is dead for a second, Rexar up in about 10. This is just going to be a defensive turtle from the gillyShark side, waiting for some opportunity into the enemy team, if one ever presents itself, because right now, it's a slow burn in favor for Gen.M Esports. One more objective phase won by our red team. They can run through top, and I believe they can end game. But that has to be one over. We'll see if that's actually the case, because it's on gillyShark right now, honestly. As we take stock of everything, let's actually cycle through the other numbers. Let's get an idea of what everything looks like, because... Oh, wait, hold on. Tax is very split from the team trying to zone back the enemy side. Spirit of Vengeance, Umbral Bind onto 2, pulls them into the Blizzard. Kael'thas, holy jeez, the Pyroblast isn't even necessary, but still going to be utilized. This is going to be Garrosh and Hogger going down. The front line of this Gen.M Esports just got shredded by gillyShark. The Umbral Bind into the Blizzard of Mei with the double Flame Strike overlapping. A Venn diagram perfectly placed by gillyShark to take a double kill. But is it enough to actually swap the momentum back over to our blue side? The map, as I've mentioned, very pushed it into the gillyShark side. Stark, Schumann clearing the bottom lane. Chess Looter clearing the top with Misha. We've got Rise Robin and EKB floating around this control point A. And channel goes over to our blue side. 20 seconds on Hogger, 23 on the Garrosh. Stand in the circles and die. I mean, that was, seriously, that was a really nice that was really, really nice, I wouldn't say, I guess overlapping of abilities. When I say overlapping, that doesn't sound correct. It just sounds like that's like, it's not good, you didn't want to do that, but good lapping of abilities. Vault of the Warden will be used by EKB. There's going to be Garrosh working his way back into this. Hogger trying to come in here. Patience trying to back away. Hortapult in. There's so much damage into the gillyShark side. Can they actually make it out of here? Rise Robin so very low. Pops the Cryo Freeze. Yawners has like 300 HP. Misha goes down. That's going to be a... Was that Hog Wild just used? Because that was such a weird bounce around. That had to have been Hog Wild. Yeah, it's on a 50-some second cooldown. I believe it's 60 seconds overall. Yes. Wow. Or not the Hog Wild, the No Control. The No Control right there. That was kind of interesting. But gillyShark will grab themselves a biotic emitter. Finds another double kill. No structures going down, though, in the gillyShark side. Or on the Gen.M Esports side. Granted, some fort front gates have fallen. The No Control, the pathing got really lost. Yeah, it did. Good stacking of abilities. Yeah. A cascade of abilities. I feel like I gotta have a pinky up when I say that. Catapults have arrived to the core on the gillyShark side. Let's go ahead and check out what damage they're doing. 856 into structures. Now, gillyShark don't have their main tank for 10. Hogger down for 10 as well. Decker Kane working his way back from the retirement home right now. Patience walking over, or I guess floating on over to this control point A. Rexar and Misha have cleared out the catapults. There's another one coming through the top lane, but it looks like gillyShark, they want to go in for the Stark. Going to check the bush with the Moonfire. Flame Strike into the bush as well. Misha gets tossed around by the Garrosh. There's a huge Warden's Cage onto this Greymane and the Garrosh as well. A lot of members of Gen.M Esports being pulled in right now, and it is kill after kill after kill. Malfurion may go down, but it's a quad kill found for the side of gillyShark as Maiev wants to chase in. No, she threatens with the Spirit of Vengeance. Stark dead for 50, but 4 kills to be found. Mid lane fort will be sieged by Rise Robin, Schumann, and EKB. Chess Looter wants to join in, but has to do the control point things, which is
Blue
just,
team has destroyed the fort.
you know, taking Misha to the dog park. Bear park? But my dings.
Is under attack. Blue team has taken control of a protector.
If he went regular build, not W build, Hogwild would have killed the entire team there. His full rage plus 8% on Q against the wall. Well, 4 are dead for the next 15 or so seconds, and this is a 4th Triglaw protector of the game. gillyShark are losing their core to Yawners and the Catapults, but it's a Triglaw. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is under attack.
Okay. That was... I actually thought Yawners was going to take that right there, but no, it's going to be gillyShark who win out map number 1 on Volskaya Foundry. GG, well played. That was a close... Oh my god, this is a good game. This is a very good series. That was a extremely fun map number 1. Hey Jace, what's up, bud? I hate that map. Me too. But would you rather play Warhead Junction? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the evils in Heroes of the Storm. Warhead Junction or Volskaya Foundry. I would rather play Blackheart's Bay. We all would rather play Blackheart's Bay. Blackheart's Bay is one of the best maps in the game. People are too scared to play it. You would rather play Warhead Junction than Volskaya. Really? We picked it because they banned it like 10 times. I don't like Warhead Junction. I don't like that map. Volskaya is such a garbo map. I think I would rather play... If I had to play 10 games in a row on a map in Heroes of the Storm, or excuse me, if I had to play 10 games on Warhead or Volskaya in a row, if I had to do one or the other, I would choose Volskaya. I would choose Volskaya. I don't like Warhead. I don't like Warhead Junction. It's not. I'm just not a fan of the map. Not a fan of the map. Too big. Too big. It's too big.
No.
All right, let's get set up for our next map. Let's get set up for the next map. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you're having a great day. Thanks for hanging out and checking out the NGS games. If you are new to the stream, if you stumbled in here, my name is Bahamut. I hope you give us at least a little follow. Bandit and I would very much appreciate that. And he is currently sleeping. Gruntmaster, thanks for the follow. But yeah, I do a lot of Heroes of the Storm casting and commentary. I play the game as well. It is October, so there's going to be a couple of horror streams still in here and there. And we also play a couple. We have a couple variety days here and there, but the main focus of the stream and the main content is Heroes of the Storm. So if you do like the casting content, if you enjoy what you're seeing, I highly recommend you at least hit the follow button. If you'd like to support the stream further, it's always much appreciated. Thank you for all being here. Oh, that's a good stretch, bud. Y'all, he's so soft. He's so silky smooth. Oh my god. He got a bath yesterday. I think Warhead and CCI would really develop the map meta pretty well. I would agree with you. I would absolutely agree with you. Just get the boss and run it down, meta solved. The boss on Warhead just doesn't win the game though. Or does it? I don't know. I play on that map in Storm League, and half the time it just feels like, This is a very handsome boy. Here, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I forgot to grab something for the stream. Okay, BRB. Best by February 18th of 2022. Well, I better start feeding Bandit some treats. The boss on Warhead is the best boss in the game. Interesting. Really quickly, sorry. I'm gonna redeem some treats for the good boy because y'all are being very good today in chat. All right. But what strat to go with top lane to get advantage in boss play? Lost Vikings. Thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and let's give the good boy a treat before we get into our next game. You want to come say hi? Come say hi to stream. Come here. Up. Oh boy. He ate the one off the desk instead. You're a good boy, Bandit. You're a very good boy. Yes. You're a very good boy. Oh, you smell so good. You smell like apples. Oh, yeah. Yeah? You got some sneezes? What's up, bud? You're a good boy. But thank you all for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. Great placement of the bandit cam. He wags his tail. Oh, yeah, absolutely. So is he the apple bandit? There's so the place I take him to has like a built-in like wash system, so you can like just change like there's like 3 different shampoos, and then there's like a there's like a conditioner as well. So I use the apple one because it's like apple and oatmeal, and the oatmeal is really good for his skin because his skin dries out a lot. So he smells so good. He's actually getting better and better about baths. Like yesterday he was like, usually he wants to have his head over the wash bin so he can like just have his head hanging off the wash bin. But yesterday, like he just sat there. He was like, cool. I'm like, his tail wasn't tucked in his underneath his legs. Like he was just chilling. He was hanging out. The place I also take him to leaves a buttload of treats next to the wash bins. So like I was like, little bit of washing, little treat. Little bit of washing, little treat. So he's getting to the point where like when we go to the store, like he gets pumped. Like he know, like we pull, like I'll jump. He doesn't like going on car rides, but like we get to the pet store and like I'll leash him and everything. We get into the store and he's just like, oh, straight upstairs, zoom. Well, Sky is the same thing every time. Well, then it sounds like you need to play it more at Lost Vikings, okay? You can juice any map you want. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nexus Gaming Series Nexus Division matchup of gillyShark versus Gen.M Esports. We find ourselves here on Tomb of the Spider Queen, and on the left-hand side, we got the gillyShark crew. Schumann on the Kael'thas, Rise Robin on the Mei, Chessleader playing the Hanzo, EKB on the Dahaka, and Stark on her Royal Thickness, Alexstrasza. Over on the right-hand side, we got Gen.M Esports. We got Yawners on the Gul'dan, Patience playing the Brightwing, Infofox on the Varian, Majesty playing the Leoric, and Tax on the Joanna. Let's get into our mid lane and check out what's going to happen here with our hypercarry Gen.M Gul'dan composition. Now, I say this, and we're looking at a High King's Quest for the Varian. Twin Blades incoming? Twin Blades? Maybe. Alexstrasza is going to be going into the Circle of Life at level 4. Or level 1. Jesus. And the big thing about this is that it was buffed a few patches ago where you now need only 15 stacks instead of the 20 stacks. The reason this is so good is because it pairs extremely well with this Kael'thas. Kael'thas wants regeneration globes, and Alexstrasza will be able to give free ones every how many seconds? Let's look here really quickly. Abundance is a 14-second cooldown. Is there cooldown reduction for this as well? No, not yet at least. I don't know if there's actually one offhand. I don't play Alexstrasza enough to know that, but either way, Some cool and interesting tactics to be utilized there. One of my favorite tactics is actually instead of a Kael'thas, you go for a Mephisto, and then you get the trait at level 4 and 13 for Mephisto, and you just have perma cooldown on your basic abilities and your heroic, because that level 13 Hysteria pairs very well into your level 4. I'm blanking on the name of the trait talent. Someone in chat knows that level 4. Stark, I know, knows it. Stark knows it. No WCDR? Okay, I wasn't sure. Thank you. 5 stacks already for this Alexstrasza. No, what's the level 4 trait for Mephisto? I can't remember. Level 13's Hysteria, but I'm blanking on the level 4 name for it. Madness? Spite, thank you. Spite and Hysteria. I know you'd know it. Alright, Infofox still making those rotations, picking up regen globes, auto-attacks into the enemy side, as well as looking for a potential kill. Alright, what is it? What do we got? Twin blades? What are you gonna do, Varian? What are you gonna do? You gonna split your blades? What are you gonna do? You gonna grab a shield? You gonna two-hand your sword? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Varian! Choose a level 4, Varian! Oh, he's gonna two-hand that bad boy. All right. I hate myself. Fox is the known smasher. Ah, must follow in the ways of Wildheart. Hanzo, chest looter, going to be going into the Q build or the Stormbow build, working on that target practice at level 1, trying to get 3 Qs onto enemy heroes. If you hit every enemy hero once, you get 100%, excuse me, you get a 30% range increase. You get the 100 extra damage when you hit all enemy heroes 3 times. I was thinking he's a melee player, but sure. Okay, alright, okay. Okay, alright. Alright. Okay. There you go. Alexstrasza is still building up those stacks on the Circle of Life at level 1 for her abundance. And we don't have a kill yet. We actually just have a lot of rotation focus between both sides. Turn-in availability does exist for the Web Weavers, the Weeb Weavers, if you will, for either team. Are our teams going to consider going for the double turn-in and maybe hold their first for a little bit? Or is it going to be the mad dash to get an initial turn-in to try and get some siege into the lanes? We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. All right, turn-in does come through on the side of Gen.M Esports. 13 stacks on the Alexstrasza, 2 more to go for those regeneration globes for her, and then she'll really, actually 1 more right now, as she'll really be able to just amplify that Kael'thas level 1 value. I'm curious to see how quickly they can kind of overstack Mana Addict, in the sense of overstacking, because it is an uncapped quest. At 20 stacks, you get the availability of the Arcane Barrier, but it does continue to build out your maximum mana by 15 per globe. Someone else can do the caster math on that one, or I could easily simply just click on Kael'thas and go. He's got 740 mana in totality. But no activation on the Arcane Barrier, because we still don't have those 20 stacks. Alexstrasza popping the Dragon Queen form in the top lane, utilizing the Circle of Life to just zone back the enemy team. Excuse me, the Abundance in the top lane, to be able to just self-sustain their dragon form in this wave clear, and it seems to have bought enough time for mid to get cleared out. Dahaka's already managed bottom, and Mischief managed. This is looking like a fairly good clear for the gillyShark side, but is there a fight to be had? Rise Robin looks like they're chasing in. Varian smashes on it. He's just gonna all the way over to this Mei, but she is gonna icing into Yonners, gets the phase shift from the Brightwing. Keep in mind, Yonners does have that healing reduction value for the hunger for power at level 7. 15% spell power, but you're trading healing received by 25%. So you get a quarter of whatever Brightwing is giving to you, or regeneration globes, right? Regeneration globes? Well, so wait, hold on. Is it just from allies or is it in general, chat? Because this says from allies. So regeneration globes aren't quartered? Or 75%ed? Does anyone, I'm curious, does anyone actually know? I feel like it would be just Brightwing heals, and like the well and regeneration globes will still heal you for 100. It's just that negative 25 next to their name, because, you know, like, Biotic Grenade, that's just 100% healing reduction. It's not from allies. Globes are full heal. Your drain is not reduced as well. Okay, thank you, Voicen. Thank you so much, Spidey, as well. Much appreciated, chat. I just wasn't sure because I was like, sometimes tooltips aren't that clear in this game. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Sometimes the tooltips aren't the clearest. Either way, though, 10 talent tiers arriving soon for both sides. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. Varian, we'll see what his is going to be in a little bit. He actually went into the shield wall. He has the W for the protection status, by the way. Chest Looter gets both of the gems that were dropped by the Alexstrasza. So, an unfortunate kill into Alexstrasza just as the Webweaver phase comes through. The Dragon Queen could have been a nice utilization to force the waves a little further forward, but Yawner's going to be able to clear things out with the help of the friendly members. Top lane being pushed up a little bit here. Wait and see what the rotation looks like. Rise Robin using the snowball to just scout out the enemy team, maybe slow them down in the rotation. Schumann pops the arcane barrier. There's a dragon from Chest Looter. Looking more like a zoning dragon than anything else, not able to get any sort of effective damage into the enemy team. And top lane has the Ice Wall coming out. Joanna a little split from the friendly side. Phoenix out from this Kael'thas, but that Dahaka stepped a little too far forward, and I believe EKB is going to go down right there. And your Hearthstone. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. You're horrified in. I didn't even hear the audio cue for Horrify. I was like, why is Dahaka just walking that way? Sorry, I didn't even hear the audio cue. I was like, maybe I'm crazying this, but I feel like Horrify audio sometimes is very buggy. Sometimes is very buggy. Just keep that in mind, that verbiage right there. Because I've heard the Horrify go off, and then it's on a 60-second cooldown, or it's on 60-second, 80-second cooldown. Excuse me. But then I don't actually see any stasis. Like, you can hear it go off. There's no visual for it, but it goes on cooldown. I feel like it has some weird interactions. And then there's also times, just like now, I feel like you don't hear it because there's just so much audio overlap. It says feared. Well, I understand that. Yes, I understand how there's condition statuses, but there's a lot happening in a team fight. Sometimes bars overlap over other bars, and you can't literally even see status effects. Top lane fort does go down. Phoenix out from the Kael'thas. Smash from Infafox. There's a life binder from Alexstrasza to get themselves some good healing. Stark is going to be able to live right there. There's a nice Horrify coming out from Gul'dan. We actually get to hear the auto cue that time. Stark going to get hit with the Entomb from Leoric, and we have a Blizzard out from May, but it's more of a zoning tool than anything else, as Yawner's gets the phase shift from Brightwing, and the Webweaver phase will end. But the members of gillyShark have another turn-in if they can get the actual turn-in area, or they can get to the turn-in areas. Tax is very far forward right now. Pops the Iron Skin. Leoric with the damage reduction from this ominous Wraith at level 13. But it's not going to be enough to actually yield a kill or anything like that. Solid level lead over to the side of Gen.M Esports, and we'll see if they can defend this. But it doesn't seem like they're going to. So Rise Robin gets 24 gems in. Who's actually got the vast majority for the turn? It's going to be Hanzo, but he's finishing out of camp on the left-hand side, trying to close that gap to 13 with the friendly team. High King's quest with 1 stack done. So still need 2 takedowns and still need 26 autos onto enemy heroes. So the regen globe part was finished. Kael'thas with 32 stacks on Mana Addict at 10 minutes into the game or so. How much mana does he have? 1,115 mana currently. Drag will connect onto the Joanna. That's a smash from Varian. Horrify comes out as well. Doesn't really move many because the Condemn pulls people back in. Ice Wall anti-synergistic with the Dragon from Hanzo. Phoenix from the Kael'thas coming out. There was an Entomb body blocking a little bit. Rise Robin getting chunked, goes back in. Blizzard on the ground. Drag onto the Varian. He's going to get picked off. Rise Robin pops the Cryo Freeze and is able to heal up a little bit. A few gems dropped on the side of Gen.M Esports, and this Dragon Queen form about to expire finds some initial siege into the fort front gate. gillyShark able to get a secondary turn in, and I think that's going to be the quick call, or at least that's my expectation, as Chest Looter. 1 gem away from having total turn in? Yeah, I think 1 gem from Chest Looter is... 1 extra gem is necessary. Or no, 2. 2. I can caster math. Alright, so there will be our 3rd Web Weaver of the game. 2nd one for gillyShark. No 16s on either side. gillyShark closing the experience gap. Ooh, that's a good Entomb. Majesty. I was looking at EKB, I was like, why can't you get to the Siege Giants, EKB? Oh, there's a really good Entomb that's just quite literally blocking you from getting into this. So nice nice utilization. I mean, it's not the longest cooldown. It's like, what, 40-second cooldown, for 50-second for the Entomb. Dragon, that's a really good overlap. Yawner's taking quite a bit of damage, is going to get the phase shift from Brightwing, but Varian will go down. Majesty going to try and drain some hope onto the enemy side. Kael'thas with a Flame Strike doesn't have... Oh, actually, no 16, so I thought they had Ignite. I misread that talent right there, but still Silence onto Majesty, dropping quite a few gems, and the Web Weavers are in lane for gillyShark. How much siege can they get with 2 enemy members down? Joanna's still up, Brightwing, and Gul'dan. Gul'dan and Brightwing working on the mid lane. Joanna just to anchor and just kind of rotate around, making sure that no one's going to flank into this, but the bottom lane fort will go down. Baha learned how to count? No, I didn't. We all know that. I literally said 1 gem away, and then I said 2 at the last second. 16 talent tier arriving for the side of gillyShark, already here on the Gen.M Esports side of things. And this Web Weaver phase will find a fort through the bottom lane. Maybe gillyShark can rotate mid and find a fort here as well. Patience is on this Brightwing, but the icing from Rise Robin will be able to disengage right there. You tried your best, and that's what's count. Yeah, thank you. I tried my best. We all know how going live on Twitch makes people not able to do math. We all know that. Gul'dan is going to finish out the Echo of Corruption. We have 40 stacks on the Joanna right now, so she has got quite a bit of value on that Laws of Hope. There's an Entomb onto EKB, throws the Drag Tongue out. We will see the Ice Wall onto Yawner's. Another arrow from Hanzo, just going to be kind of skirting the damage, but still, Leoric will be going down. Tax trying to slow the enemy side. Horrify pulls Alex Straza in, forces EKB back. Chest Looter with the insta-mount, trying to chase onto Yawner's, who is just isolated from the friendly side. No level 20 Demonic Circle. Silence out as well with the isolation. Gul'dan to be picked off. Tax now taking quite a bit of damage. Soothing Mist from Patience to try and pre-cleanse some of this incoming CC and slow from Rise Robin. Rise Robin not enough damage, and Tax is going to be able to get the phase shift, but Scatter Arrows will yield the kill into Varian as he was trying to finish out another stack on the High King's Quest. Still not able to finish things out on that. Can we take a look at that really quickly? It's going to be 12 more autos necessary, 2 more takedowns still to be had. And the other thing I wanted to check really quickly was the Joanna. How much is she healing? 40% of 5,117 HP. That is quite a bit of HP to be healing over, as I don't know what Leoric was doing over here, but he almost goes down. The Living Bomb I thought was going to have the last little bit of damage, but here comes Boss plus Web Weaver for gillyShark. The top lane still has the fort, but Rise Robin making quick work of this, or at least trying to help out with the initial siege. This is looking better and better for the side of gillyShark on map 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen. Can Rise Robin and crew continue to push through this keep front gate? Dahaka is playing in bottom lane, and by playing I mean they're just kind of hanging out and having a good time. Hanzo finishes out his level 1 questing talent, so he's got that extra 100 damage. Does also have the piercing arrow as well, so a little bit, that works for the Stormbow as well, right? Scatter, arrow, Stormbow, yeah. Majesty coming in with the Wraithwalk to reduce damage. Drag will connect. There was a Blessed Shield from Joanna, but I don't think it connected. There's a Horrify from the Gul'dan. Soothing Mist from this Brightwing, but Hanzo arrow is good. Finds the double kill into Brightwing and Gul'dan. Boss and Web Weaver pushing in through the top lane. This could be the end of the game here if another kill is found, and Varian dives in with this smash, and it looks like Infofonx is going to get chunked and goes down right there. It's a triple kill over the side of gillyShark with Boss working its way into the core. Web Weaver still low on HP, but bottom lane pushing in. The core shielding is starting to fall. The Web Weaver through mid is starting to push through the keep front gate. Majesty and Tax are doing their best to defend, but it's two tanks, or a Bruiser and a tank, to try and defend this core. It's not going to work out, and gillyShark, they're going to take game number 2 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. They'll take the series in a 2-0 fashion. GG. Well played.